Hello students, today we are going to start topic that is partnership. We will first see the meaning of partnership. What is partnership? It is basically a relation between two or more person. Means a single person can't form the partnership. It should be how many members? Two, or it can be more than two, but there is a limitation, means there is a limit to what extent the number of people should be. We will see here who join hands to form a business organization with an objectives of earning profit. Now if a person is doing some work like a business only, he wants to earn some profit. So all person who are working as a partner, their aim is to earn profit. The person who joins hand individually is known as partner, means a single person is known as partner, but a collectively a firm, and number of people coming one place and running a business, that will be termed as a firm. The name under which the business is carried on is called firm's name. Now for example, there are different A, B, C, and D. Four are the partners. Now they have kept a name A, B, C, D company. So that will be termed as what? The name of the firm. Like here it is given Sultan Chand and Company, Ram Lal and Company, Gupta and Company are the various names of some partnership firm where only not only one person is there but number of people are working there and doing the business. Next comes is an act is there, Indian Partnership Act, which was established when in 1932. So a section, as per the section of Indian Partnership Act 1932, partnership is how it will be defined. See, partnership is a relation between person who have agreed to share the profit, means there is a relation between not only one person but number of person who has come together. No one can forcefully tell to join as a partner, has agreed to share the profit of business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. Now a single person is working, but he should work on the behalf of all, because there should be more than two members here. Now how, for what they will work? For sharing the profit. Next comes are the main characteristics, or it can be told as features of partnership. First one is agreement. Now in sole trade we have seen no agreement is there, no such formalities were there. In the joint Hindu family, less formalities, but here in the partnership, agreement. Without agreement, partnership cannot be formed. If you are not having any agreement, no partnership can be formed. The agreement may be written or oral, but it must be written on to settle the disputes. Disputes means an agreement should be there, the registration should be there between the number of people who are coming together and working, and it can be oral or written, but more good and beneficial in future if disputes are there, it should be written. Next comes is registration. It is not necessary that the partnership may be registered, but in case the registered firm may have problem, many problems can be created. But in case of registered firm, many problems can be created. Means it is not compulsory to register, but if it is registered, then it will be more better. Next comes is number of partners. How many number of partner? At least, less number of means minimum it should be 2, maximum there should be 20, means it should not exceed from 20 in the ordinary business, but if it is related to banking sector, then it should not be more than 10. Next comes is profit and loss distribution. Now the profit and loss distributed among the members will be according to the agreement, like 2:1. Like A and B are two partners and A will get 2%, means if 100 rupees is being earned, he will get 2. Ratio 1 means he will get how much? 75, and the another person will get only 25. So it is all written in the partnership. So that's why it is being compulsory to have an agreement in which every terms and conditions should be written. Next comes is business. The object of the partnership is to carry on the business. It may be production or trading. It should be according to the law of the state. Means every state is having different norms, different rules and regulation to run the business. It should be according to that. Next comes is unlimited liability. The liability of the partner is not limited to his invested amount. In case of loss, the private property, like we have also seen earlier, that unlimited liability means a person will be liable not only to the extent of what he is having, but if he is unable to pay the loan or the debts which is being taken by whom? By the bank. At that time the private assets can also be sold. That is unlimited liability. So every partner in a partnership firm, their liability is unlimited. Next comes is entity. Law may not, law has not granted it any legal entity. It is not independent for the partner. It has no separate, means the members are not being separated from its member. All are being regarded here as same. Next comes is advantages of partnership. First one is easy formation. It is very easy. 2-3 people, whoever by their own will wants to join the business, they can come together and they can form the business, and it is very easy to form. Next come easy member dissolution. Means if the member wants to leave the partnership firm, they have to only give the notice to their other partners and they can leave the firm. Next comes is protection of for minor. Now if the partner is there who is a minor, okay, like 2 people are major and one is minor, so minor is getting some protection. Like which protection? Unlimited liability is not there of a minor. The minor personal assets will not be sold in case if the particular partnership firm is unable to pay the debts of the bank. Okay, next comes is more financial resources. Like if in sole trade there is limited capital, but in the partnership number of people are there, so they bring their own capital and they invest, so the financial resource is huge. Next comes is secrecy. Now secrecy can be maintained because the limitation is there in the number of member is how much, or number of partner is how much, 20, so the secrets can be kept among them. Next comes is flexibility. Flexibility means can it be changed? The rules, regulation, the working condition, the decisions, can it be changed? Yes, it can be changed, but only partners, we have to ask the partner if they are agreed upon the decision, so we can change the decisions. Next comes is reduction in income tax. See, in income tax when the partners are there, so the government is giving a reduction, or you can tell a discount, rebate, that is known as, in the income tax. If you are paying the income tax and you are the working as in a partnership firm, so government gives the rebate, so it becomes your advantage. Next come is better credit position. Means wherever you are doing the business, you are having the so much money that in future you can invest the profit which you are having, so that what can happen, so that you can increase your business. Okay, thank you.